Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. I hope you're taking care of yourself, deep divers. I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. I feel so much better now, deep divers. Sending you a wave of good ass energy. The cat down the road said, you feel so much better now. Let me say a big shout out to everybody out there who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart. Deep divers, click the link down below and be inspired. Deep divers, we finally made it. Feel Alive 2 is now out. Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart. And let me just say a big thank you to everybody who's already got it. You know, those are the deep divers I always know. Anything I put out, they're always there. And shout out to Quantum Dynamic, who said, Ralph, I love it. 500 pages. It's available on ebook, EPUB, and Kindle at ralphsmart.com/thebook. Right here. So, deep divers, if you haven't got it, go and get it. You want me to give you a trailer? Check this out. Before you do anything, deep divers, announcement. Feel Alive 2, Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart is now available on EPUB, ebook, and Kindle. Coming soon to Amazon in paperback and hardback, but go and get yourself an early copy, deep divers, okay? ralphsmart.com/thebook. Click the link down below. You're gonna love it. 10 years in the making, 500 pages, everything you need to know about becoming your greatest version. It's a guide to becoming your greatest version. We're talking about the 3D, 5D split, relationships, what to eat. We're doing the shadow work. It's gonna help you go to that next level of greatness. Deep divers, you're gonna love it. Click the link down below and get an early copy. Peace. Oh, that was it right there, deep divers, right? I gave you a little trailer, right? So make sure you go and check it out. And it's going to be on paperback and hardback very soon. And in this video, we're going to talk about the 7 most useful manifestation hacks. But once again, go and check out the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. All new designs you're going to love. So let's get this show started, deep divers, and shout out to everyone in the chat. This is how we're rolling right now, deep divers. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Let's go. Oh yes, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. And once again, like I said, we're going to talk about the 7 most useful manifestation hacks. Let's talk about it, deep divers. And like I told you, this is an interactive show. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I want to read your messages and your questions that you have. Because, right now, manifestation is on a lot of people's minds. I put out that video. I actually did a video today. I said, wait a second. I'm not even going to put it up. I put one up for the members. If you're a member on this channel, you got a whole new video. But I said I got to go live because manifestation is huge, right? And there are manifestation hacks which are really going to help you in different areas of your life. I'm not someone who's just talking for the sake of talking. I'm somebody who's got the results. I'm someone who is, let me give a shout out to 5D Abundance. That's why I always say, let's start off with gratitude, deep divers. Because like my mentor said, Ralph, say thank you and you'll start to manifest. Let me say a thank you to 5D Abundance in the house. You're most definitely appreciated. Let me give you a round of applause for always supporting the show, always giving it up. 5D Abundance in the house. Right, 5D Abundance, appreciation and respect, Ralph. Thank you, gratitude. 5D Abundance, you're appreciated. Laurie Fit in the house. Let me give you a round of applause, Laurie Fit, because like I always say, we always got to start off the show with gratitude. You know how we do. Gratitude. Thank you for your encouraging messages. Absolutely. That's what I'm here to do. That's what we're here to do. Like I always say, I'm an OG in the game. And the reason why I'm still here after all these years is because of gratitude. And I'm going to be here in the next 50 years. Laurie Fit, you're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to everyone in the chat, deep divers. So, like I said, we're going to talk about in this video the 7 most useful manifestation hacks, but we're not going to do it in the typical way of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it in a different way. So let's just start with this. First and foremost, a lot is happening in the world right now, deep divers, and I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay focused because it's so easy to get taken off your square. It's so easy to get taken off your path. And you see, part of manifestation is about there are going to be things that get in the way of where you want to go, of who you want to be. So when we talk about the first most useful manifestation hack, life hack ever, we're talking about the mental. Nothing is more important than realizing everything is mental. And this is huge. Because you see, so many people, they forget about this. And especially with everything happening, you got to be careful. Because what you're watching on the news, what you're watching on the TV, if you're focusing on that all the time, you're going to end up creating that reality. And that's what happens. And that's the reason why you got to be careful what you're giving your energy to. You got to be careful what you're thinking about consistently. Because that's going to create your reality. So, like I said, I'm sending everyone good energy. I want you to remind yourself, deep divers, it's all mental. And you don't have to be the strongest one in the gym. You got to be the strongest one up here, because if you can master this, if you can become a mastermind, you will most definitely manifest anything you want. Feel Alive 2, 10 years in the making, 500 pages. I said, deep divers were writing to me, Ralph, you haven't put out another book. It's been 10 years, Ralph. Oh my gosh, time flies. So I was taking my time, 500 pages, and it took a long time to manifest it. But I had to remind myself great things take time. And I had to put my mind to it. Because you see, manifestation all starts with you putting your mind to it. See, a lot of people get carried away. They think they know it all. They think they've seen it all. They think they've done it all. But manifestation is all about you realizing you haven't seen anything yet. Because the game is constantly changing. And there are so many people out there who are very fragile mentally. You can only be here this long when you get tested mentally. Over the years, deep divers, I've been tested mentally. You have to do that if you want to go to the next level. There's a lot of things I'm doing, not even involving YouTube, other things I'm doing behind the scenes. And you're going to get tested. What you want to manifest in the way is a test. And one of the biggest tests you have is the focus that you have. And you want to remind yourself that your focus determines how far you're going to go and in what direction you're going to go. Because there are so many people who lose focus. There are so many people who are easily distracted. There are so many people out there who are caught up. And that's the reason why it's what I call the law of mind. Is so essential. Every single day, make sure you're in your mind power. We've got to remind ourselves that we never attract what we want. We always attract what's in our mind. And a lot of people sometimes wonder why their situation is the way it is. Their circumstance is the way it is. And everything is in the mind. So one of the things that a lot of people forget about is that if you want to go very far, make sure you got that mind. Make sure you got that focus. And with the law of mind, you got to remind yourself that thoughts are actually creating your reality. What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. Napoleon Hill. Now, one of the biggest things where a lot of people kind of get screwed up is because they say that I don't need to know this stuff. And there's a cognitive dissonance, right? What is cognitive dissonance? It's when you say, okay, I want to manifest something, but then you're doing something totally different. And I see it all the time. And this is what separates the people who manifest and the people who don't. It's what separates the people who go far and the people who stay at square one. Because it's not just what you're thinking. It's about having everything coming together in one action. There are a lot of people out there who say, yeah, I want to help other people. I want to inspire people, or I want to start this business. I want to do this. I want to do that. But what they're focusing on, their mental, is totally different. And that's the difference. Like I told you, everything I'm doing on this channel is only about becoming your greatest version. That's all this channel is for. That's why it was started. About becoming your greatest version, right? So because I've stayed mentally on that path, the universe has rewarded me with a YouTube Gold Award, with 2 #1 best-selling books, because that's all I'm doing. If I had deviated from this path, I wouldn't be manifesting. I wouldn't have a YouTube Gold Award. It wouldn't happen. So this manifestation hack is to remind you that if you say, okay, I want this life, am I going all in? Or am I 1 foot in, 1 foot out? The amount of people who are very interested in becoming your greatest version, but when there's a distraction, their mind goes that way. And that's where the disconnect happens. But there are people who are able to lock in on exactly what they want, and they keep their eyes on the prize and their eyes on the goal. If you do that, you're going to manifest beyond measure. So always remind yourself that it's not about just having what you want in your mind. It's about following through. And once again, the law of mind is about realizing, okay, when I was coming up, I had to go into the minds of people who are already manifesting. That's why I always say, respect your mentors. Let's talk about mentorship and manifestation. So a lot of people, they don't know that a lot of manifestation begins with a mind model. It begins with a mind model. It begins with a mind map. And this is what you have to remind yourself of every single day. Who is my mind model? Who am I visualizing that I want to emulate? Because that's essential. Who am I visualizing that I want to emulate? It all begins in the mind. You should have a picture of someone in your mind that you want to get to that level. You want to get to the same level as them. You want to be on the same level as them. This is where it starts. It could be a musician. It could be a sports star. It could be a scientist. But it's all about you reminding yourself that actually, I want to be like this person. They inspire me in this way. And this is what you want to work towards. So always with the law of mind, have a mind model. Visualize someone who inspires you and have their poster in your room. This is called subconscious priming. Whether it's a religious figure, whether it's someone that you admire, because you see, they will inspire you subconsciously. Deep divers, hit that like button if you support The Real, share the video. Hit that like button if you support The Real, share the video. I said, let me go live. Let me talk to the deep divers. So every single day, remind yourself, the law of mind is huge. When I was coming up, I had a mind model of someone who was doing what I'm doing right now. And I kept them in my mind. I said, okay, this person really inspires me. And I was studying them. And at that point, I said, okay, I'm going to be at their level. And that's what happened. So a lot of the times we forget that we have to stay close to the people who are going to take us to the next level. We got to stay close to the people who are going to lift us higher, who are going to help us rise, who are going to show us a new way, a new path. The law of mind. What's number 2? We can talk about number 2, law of gratitude. I don't even need to write this down. Law of gratitude. Did you say thank you? A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. You see, manifestation, the key begins with thank you. The door opens with thank you, and it closes with thank you. And every single day, just one thank you can take you a whole long way. Right now, I want to thank my mentor for changing my entire life. And I want to thank all the deep divers who've been supporting this, because it's been a hell of a ride. And we're still here. So I'm at the point, deep divers, where all I have to do is just talk, because I've already seen how this goes. I've already seen how it all goes. Because I've got so much gratitude, I already know I ain't got to worry about anything. That's why I'm smiling every single day. So, what are you thankful for? Who are you thankful to? Every single day, remind yourself, without gratitude, you will never go anywhere. Without gratitude, you can never go anywhere. Because gratitude does something to each and every one of us. It makes us become humble. I can't get away with not saying thank you to my mentor. I can't take all the credit, deep divers. And that's the reason why I'm manifesting. Because my mentor said, Ralph, mention me when you start to manifest. Don't forget about me, who helped you get there. And you've got to remind yourself along your journey, deep divers, there are people that have helped you get to where you are. And these are the people you must honor. These are the people you must lift up, because these are the people who you stand on. Slow motion this side. These are the people who you stand on. We stand on the people who laid the foundation for us to stand on. They laid down the foundation, and we're only here because of them. They opened up the door. So part of manifestation is paying homage. And this is the reason why even in martial arts, you have to pay homage to the sensei. You got to pay homage to the master. You got to pay homage to the one who taught you. You got to pay homage to the one who opened up the door. And that's the reason why every single day I'm saying thank you to my mentor. I'm saying thank you to all the people who helped me to get here, because I didn't get here by myself. And that's the reason why the manifestation will only keep on growing and growing and growing. In the next 10 years, I'm still going to be here. So what did you say thankful? What did you say thank you to? What did you say thank you for? What did you say thank you to? Who did you say thank you to? Who did you say thank you to? What are you thankful for? What are the things that happen in your life that make you say, you know what? I'm so grateful for that. So every single day, we must acknowledge the people who have taken us to the next level. We must never forget the people who lent us a helping hand. Because like I told you, deep divers, I'm not here to say, hey, I did this all by myself. I did it with gratitude. Mama Love showing gratitude. You see? Let me give you a round of applause and much gratitude to you too. Mama Love, you're most definitely appreciated. Thank you, brother. Ralph, one love. Hey, you are definitely appreciated. I appreciate that. Gratitude. Gratitude. So, this is a manifestation hack that's life-changing. Gratitude. What are you thankful for? Who are you thankful to? What are you thankful for? Who are you thankful to? Every single day I remind myself, even the sacrifices my mom made for me. When I started Infinite Waters, who was my number one fan? My mom. I was in my back garden, massive afro. Whoa! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. She was staring out of the window saying, oh my gosh, what is he doing out there? But she believed in me. That's why I tell you, you only go far with gratitude. And when you remind yourself of that secret, everything is going to be as right as rain. I was not doing this to be known. I was doing this because this is my soul calling. And my mentor said, Ralph, I've chosen you to carry this message forward. That's what he told me. And that's what happened. So every single day, I always say thank you. And thank you. And thank you again. Because like I told you, I'm only here because of the universe's grace. Do you know how many people didn't make it, deep divers? And won't make it to manifest their dream, to turn it into a reality, to self-actualize? Why would I complain? Why would I moan? No. I've only got to say thank you. Thank you, and thank you again. So, a part of manifestation is to remind yourself we can count our problems, or we can count our blessings. It's always a choice. We can count our problems, or we can count our blessings. We can count that the music came to an end. We can pay attention to how the music came to an end, or we can be glad that at least there was some music. A lot of people forget about gratitude. And a lot of the world forgets about gratitude. Until something happens. Like the crazy wildfires in LA. I was supposed to be in Topanga Canyon in January. I got to say thank you to the universe. I could have been there. But the universe had another path for me. And we got to say thank you to the firefighters who are risking their lives, putting out that fire. right? Who put out that fire and all of that. We got to say thank you to the people who are working day in, day out to raise the frequency of the planet. Leo, you're most definitely appreciated. Let me give you a round of applause. Gratitude. Gratitude. Leo, I'm an OG deep diver, been diving deep since 2013. Big love, energy, life path 4, master number 22, slow motion. Slow motion this side. Thank you. And that's great to hear. You know, diving deep since 2013, that's what it's always about. And that's why I go live, because I want to hear messages from people like that. I want to see how long people have been diving deep, and it's amazing to hear that, Leo. Shout out to you. You got to remind yourself that right now so much is going on in the world, and it's so essential to say thank you. If you're still here, if you woke up today, you got a roof over your head, you had something to eat, you're still on your path, you've only got to say thank you. Like I told you, a lot is happening right now on the planet, deep divers, and you see, it's very difficult because a lot of people are being pulled into doing something that their soul is not asking for. They're being pulled into doing something which is going to lead them on demon time. And that's why I told you, you got to stay on your path and be thankful for what you have and where you are. I don't want to be anybody else. I'm perfectly happy where I am with everything I have. Life is good. This is the mindset of gratitude that will always help you manifest. Because you see, when you complain, when you want something that someone else has, you now miss the opportunity to take a look at what you already have. And that's the reason why a lack of gratitude is the root of all suffering. A lack of gratitude is the root of all suffering. And don't get it twisted. Sometimes I complain, I moan, I groan. Then I say, wait a second. Do you know how fortunate you are, Ralph? Absolutely. Do you know how, because I don't call it lucky, I just say fortunate. I say the universe is working in my favor. So we've got to remind ourselves that we can never say thank you enough. We can never say thank you enough. You see, what's happened, deep divers, is that a lot of people right now, they want to do things for clout. They want to attention seek. They want to, if you don't have to do that, if you're comfortable in your own skin, you can just be yourself, just say thank you. That's what I do. I say thank you, universe. I've passed that stage. I don't have to do that anymore. Life has blessed me so much I can do whatever I want and stay true to myself. I don't have to sell my soul for a check. I'm already financially free. I don't have to dance on top of tables and tap dance. I'm already blessed by the universe. And this is so needed because you see, there are so many people out there selling their souls, doing things just for the crowd and disrespecting themselves. In the end, they suffer and they burn in the fires. Say thank you if you can just be yourself and keep it cool. Because you see, like I say, the world is turned into sensationalism. It's turned into a comedy show where a lot of people are doing things just for attention, but in the end, their soul is getting eaten alive. Their soul is getting eaten alive, and it's terrible. So you got to say thank you if you can step outside of the crowd and move into your true authenticity. That's the best feeling in the world. when you're comfortable in your own skin, when you wake up every single day and say, you know what? I'm happy being me. The 7 most useful manifestation hacks. So, what's number 3? Showing up. The law of showing up. You know, a lot of people always say, why do I have to show up? And you see, I'm not someone who's doing anything so special. All I'm doing is just showing up. And I've taught a lot of people this secret. Some people have listened, some people haven't. The people who have listened are manifesting like crazy. Consistency is the cheat code. Consistency is the cheat code. If you are consistent at your core frequency, you will always manifest beyond your wildest imaginations. If you are consistent at your core frequency, in your core frequency, because like Pharrell said, you're already that person. All you have to do is put yourself in that place. You're already that person. All you have to do is put yourself in that place. If you're consistent in your purpose, you will always manifest. And this is the reason why I'm manifesting, because I realize that all I've got to do is continue doing what I'm doing. That's all. Everyone has one job to do, which is linked to their sole purpose. If you're doing that, you're now manifesting beyond your wildest imaginations. Because you see, manifestation only happens when you're at the seat of your throne, when you're at the place you're supposed to be in, at the right place, at the right time. Showing up is huge. And there are so many people out there who never show up to their own life. They procrastinate. They wait for things to happen instead of making them happen. And you got to remind yourself, showing up is huge. When I was writing Feel Alive Part 2, I said, okay, do I want to write this new book? 500 pages at ralphsmart.com/thebook deep divers. Go and get a copy. Do I really want to do that? It's a lot of work. I had to show up. So manifestation is about showing up. And once you can show up, the world is yours. If you can show up every single day, the world becomes your stage. The world becomes your oyster. The world is yours. So consistency is not about just doing things every single day, because there is also incorrect consistency, where people are doing the same thing every single day, but it's not serving them. Incorrect consistency is what most people are doing on the planet. They're going to a job they absolutely hate, then complaining about it. They're consistent, but it's incorrect consistency, doing something they hate. And that's the reason why manifestation only happens when you're showing up, doing something with a smile on your face, doing something feeling privileged to do it, doing something when you feel honored to do it, doing something where you feel blessed to do it, doing something where you feel chosen to do it, right? So this is what manifestation is really all about. Showing up, being consistent, and also reminding yourself that you have to start now. You have to start now. You have to start now. The most 7 useful manifestation hacks. What's number 4? A lot of people want to give up. A lot of people get tired, very tired, extremely tired along the journey. And it's the law of not giving up, because you see, it's so easy to give up, because all you got to do is stop doing what you're doing and stop everything. But to keep pushing forward, to keep going in the direction where you know you have to go, even though it's hard, takes extreme skill, courage, dedication, and determination. There were times when I felt like giving up on YouTube. That was a few years ago. I said, you know what? I'm quitting YouTube. I'm going to Thailand. Quantum Dynamic 8. Let me say a big thank you to Quantum Dynamic 8. You're most definitely appreciated. Let me give you a round of applause. Deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video and give thanks. Quantum Dynamic 8. Quantum Dynamic 8. Let me give you a round of applause and a big thank you. Quantum Dynamic 8. Loving the book, Ralph. You see, I gotta say a big thank you to Quantum Dynamic 8. If you haven't got the book Deep Divers, go and check it out. Feel Alive 2, Unlock Your Infinite Power, 500 pages, 10 years in the making. ralphsmart.com/the book. Quantum Dynamic 8, you're most definitely appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed the book. Loving the book, Ralph. How do we manifest more money and high-paying business? I feel grateful to do what I do now. And with what I earn? That's a great question. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. And Deep Divers, once again, hit that super chat, leave a comment, leave a question, get your message featured on the show. So how do we manifest more money? Rule number 1 is to say, I love money. Money is energy. Money is currency, but also you manifest more money by asking for it. That's right. You manifest more money by saying, asking the universe for more money, asking and asking. You see, they raised $100 million in LA in a day or two because they asked for it. If they didn't ask, they wouldn't receive. So when we talk about manifesting more money, you have to remind yourself that you have to be open to receive, to realize there's nothing wrong with asking for money. But more importantly, you have to remind yourself you are already rich. Realizing I create reality. Every single day, realizing I create happiness. That's what rich stands for. Realizing I create happiness. Manifesting more money is about realizing you have to enter the law of exchange. And the law of exchange is about providing value to other people, providing services to other people. Instead of asking the universe how you can make $1 million, ask the universe how you can serve 1 million people. Slow motion this side. Instead of asking the universe how you can make $1 million, ask the universe, how can I serve 1 million people? If you want to manifest more money, don't think about money. Think about service. Think about value. Think about impact. There are people who get things for free. I do. I'm sure you also do, Quantum Dynamic 8, right? People get things for free because people want to give it to them for free. Sometimes people send me stuff. I'm like, wow, They're like, Ralph, I love your videos. Here, take this. I'm like, wow. How did I manifest that? Because I was giving something to them in return. So when you remind yourself that money is not just currency in terms of fiat currency or coins or dollar bills, money is so many other things. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's people paying you back in different ways. But you have to become a magnet for money by realizing that what you're doing is valuable. The people who manifest money place value on what they do. Vincent van Gogh never thought his art was good. Someone did, though, and they paid millions of dollars for it. When you place value on what you do, you will always be extremely wealthy. There are people who say what I'm doing is extremely valuable. Once you say that, and once you know that, once you feel that, you will get compensated for what you're putting out there. So it's always about the value that you have for what you're doing. The value. I realize what I'm doing is extremely valuable. I'm not a dummy. So I realize that it's worth a lot because it's not about money. It's about me impacting people. When I receive messages, Ralph, I was just about to end it. I saw your videos. They saved my life. Wow. That means a lot. Those are the messages I get. Throughout the years, I've received so many messages like that. And it shows me what I'm doing. Someone is watching. It's impacting someone. It's valuable. That's all that matters. Universe will reward me in so many other ways. Right? And that's why I always say it's a gift. It's a blessing. You have to also invest to manifest. I like that. I like that. I like that. Right? So, the 7 most useful manifestation life hacks. So, we were talking about number 4, which is not giving up. And what I noticed, deep divers, is that a lot of people want to give up because they feel they're not getting supported. When I said, okay, I want to quit YouTube, this was around 2017, 2016, maybe 2015, maybe 2015. It was because I was in my ego. I said, it's a waste of time. This was before I was manifesting all of that. I didn't have many subscribers. I thought, hey, what's the point? But then I had an epiphany moment. I said, why are you doing this, Ralph? And I realized that I got to be doing this for the greater purpose of why I'm here on the planet. It's not about my feelings, if other people receive it or not. It's about me putting out a message, and that's that. And then ever since, I've only been going up and up and up because I realize a secret. It's not about if people receive the message. It's about you putting out the message and being in your purpose to do that. So you got to remind yourself, if you want to give up because you're saying, wait a second, I'm not receiving any love. There's no support. People are turning on me. People aren't supporting me. People aren't helping me. That's the number one reason why most people give up. They give up because they don't feel supported. You got to remind yourself, if you're waiting for other people to support you, You might be waiting a mighty long time. You might be waiting till the cows come home. Because you see, everything is perception based. And some people will wish you well, but you may not find them in your corner every single day. And that's the reason why you have to support yourself. You've got to be in your own corner. I'm in my own corner. So when you don't give up on yourself, you can never give up. Let me repeat that. When you don't give up on yourself, you can never give up. When people give up, it's because they give up on themselves first. And you have to be in your corner. You got to be your greatest fan. You got to be your cheerleader. You got to be your hype man. You got to be in your corner, because people are going to desert you. People are going to abandon you. People are going to disappear like Casper the Friendly Ghost. They're going to be gone. And if you're waiting for them to support you, you're going to give up. And that's why most people give up. Part of manifestation is about realizing you want to be in your own corner. You want to close your eyes and imagine yourself as the hero of your own story. You want to be enamored with yourself to the point where if no one's loving you, you still love yourself. If no one accepts you, you still accept yourself. If they give up on you, you are not giving up on yourself. The 7 most useful manifestation hacks. What's number 5? Law of alignment. Law of alignment. And this is huge. You see, everything is about being at the right place at the right time. Everything is about being at the right place at the right time, being in sync. And you only get a few chances to be at the right place at the right time. Let me give you an example. When I started Infinite Waters, I started it because I was at the right place at the right time. I was in alignment. I had just had a massive awakening. Everything was good. Everything was coming together. And it was time to do it. But I could have taken a different route. I could have taken a different path. And it wouldn't have happened. So we've got to remind ourselves that it's in that split second when you make a choice. That's either going to shift you into alignment or it's going to take you out of alignment. When we change our vibrational frequency, everything aligns to that same frequency. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. I will. Let me just say a thank you. Justin Hunt, you're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You're most definitely appreciated. Matthew Brown in the house. Let me give you a round of applause, Matthew. Gratitude here. And Deep Divers, hit that like button, share the video. Hit that like button, share the video. Let's talk about it. Matthew Brown, shout out to you. Shout out to Matthew Brown. Hello, Ralph. I work in a convenience store. My plan is to become the CEO. Then I can serve millions. What are your thoughts on this idea? Hey, of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. I always say it's already done. It's already done. You know, you got to remind yourself that when people tell me things like this, I always say, remind yourself, in 2013, Ralph Smart had only a few hundred subscribers. Let me repeat that. In 2013, Ralph Smart only had a few hundred subscribers. Only a few hundred subscribers. And I said one day I'm going to inspire millions of people. I said one day I'm going to have a YouTube Gold Award. Because you got to remind yourself, deep divers, I'm playing on the very hard level. And anyone who's helping other people become their greatest versions, you're playing on the hardest level out there. Do you know how easy it is just to dumb people down? Because people love toxic messages. People like negativity. People like drama. People like gossip. So when you're a content creator, when you're sharing with people, people want what's bad for them. I did a video on Jay-Z, went viral. That video is not important. But it shows people like gossip. So that was just easy to do. I can keep doing those videos. But it's just an example that when you want to, like you said, become the CEO, when you want to do big things, you have to remind yourself that it's possible. But you have to really believe in yourself. Because you see, most people want to take a shortcut. Most people don't want to do the work. Most people want overnight success, instant gratification. But remind yourself of this and pay very close attention. When you make it to the CEO level, you're going to have a whole training course and teach millions of people how to get there. They're going to listen to you. They're going to deify you. They're going to tell their children about you. You know how many mothers have told their children about Infinite Waters? You know how many people all around the world? And the reason why is because you got to pay very close attention. When it's all said and done, people only remember the prophets. People only remember those who helped them along the way. The entertainment, the gossip, the drama will get more attention right now, but in the long run, it's the people who left a message behind. These are the people that people remember. These are the people that people want to stay close to. People want to stay close to them. People want to say, okay, yeah, I want to be around this person because they've worked hard to get to where they are. They didn't take the shortcut. I've seen them on the rise. And when you want to become that CEO, just remind yourself, be in alignment and it's already here. Be in alignment and it's already possible. Infinite Waters had to move into alignment and everything was possible. But remind yourself it's not going to be easy because you're playing on the highest, hardest level because you're doing it the right way. Let me repeat that. You're playing on the hardest, highest level because you're doing it the right way. Like I told you, some people don't want to do what you're doing. They want to rob and steal. They want to start an OnlyFans. They want to take a shortcut. You're doing it the right way. So I'm sure you'll get there. So the 7 most useful manifestation hacks. So number 5, we're saying the law of alignment. Once you change your vibrational frequency, everything aligns to that same frequency. You got to remind yourself, deep divers, this manifestation hack is huge because as you go higher into manifesting what you want, into raising your frequency and vibration, everything around you can either match you or disappear from your life. And that's the reason why there's levels to this shit. There's levels. There's different levels. You see, many people manifest, but they're not in alignment. And what happens is that they don't know how to deal with this manifestation. They end up doing something tragic. The reason why is because, yes, you might see them manifesting, but the state of mind is terrible. And sooner or later, something happens to them. The reason why is because they didn't know how to deal with everything they amassed and accumulated. Because they forgot to come into alignment with who they are. You see, knowledge of self is huge. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. A lot of people don't realize what's even more precious than diamonds and golds or sapphires or rubies is knowledge of self. And that means you got to come into alignment with who you are. You got to know your history. You got to know who you are, what you're here to do. Once you have that, you will always manifest. And that's the reason why alignment is so essential. Because once you're in alignment, everything starts to fall into place. You don't have to do anything. Things are done for you. Everything is shifting in your favor. The whole universe is working on behalf of you. It's your spokesperson. It's speaking up for you. It's your bodyguard. It's watching out for you. That's a slow motion. That's a slow motion deep divers. What's up? The 7 most useful manifestation hacks. What's number 6? Let's talk about acting like it's already here. Now, this is huge because you see, once again, I spoke into existence, and it relates back to the guy who said he wants to be that CEO. I spoke into existence before it had already happened. I said, one day I'm going to inspire millions. One day I'm going to get a YouTube Gold Award. One day I'm going to make consciousness go viral. And that's what happened. That's what happened. So when you remind yourself, when you act like it's already here, you can relax. You can breathe. Woo! Breathe easy. You can breathe easy. Many people dress the part before they get the part. And that's what I used to do. I used to dress the part before I got the part. Life is a movie, deep divers. Which role are you playing? Who are you casting yourself in as? And, you know, this is just a nice black shirt. But I got different costumes. Different superhero outfits. So it's amazing because you see, I always say that when you're out and about, even how you dress is tied into your manifestation. From 13, I've been wearing suits, not just because I want to impress people, but I want to feel good about what I wear to myself. And when you start wearing things which give you some confidence, that's tied into your manifestation. When you start acting like it's already here, commanding things into existence through your words, because manifestation is all about the words, thoughts, and actions. So when you not only start speaking what you want into existence, but when you start acting it into existence, everything changes. I don't say it's going to happen. I say it's already done. When I was writing Feel Alive, I said, it's already finished. It's already complete. Then I said, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's already done. So this is huge with manifestation. Start saying it's already done. It's finished. It's complete. Because the more you say that, the more you move into a field where that reality is a possibility. You know, a lot of people say, I can't do this, I can't do that. And that becomes their reality. So every single day, remove I can't from your vocabulary and always act like it's already here. The 7 most useful manifestation hacks. What's number 7? Law of action. Law of action. You know, I talk about radical action every single day because if you're not acting it out, what are you doing? If you're not in a state of action, what are you doing? Every single day, remind yourself, life is not about just being a spectator. It's about being actively involved. It's about being an active participant. It's about being an active participant. You got to remind yourself, action is about realizing, when I'm making videos, deep divers, and this is why I tell you, it works in my favor. I'm only doing the videos in one take. Many times when I'm making a video in the heart of nature, I got people around me. Sometimes people are walking, they stop to listen, they're staring right at me. And I got to remind myself, I can't stop. I got to keep going. Because you see, lights, camera, action. There are so many people who refuse to act because they're shy, they're waiting. Rocky, baby, there is no tomorrow. And when you have that in your mind, there is no tomorrow, you will start to manifest beyond measure. You see, the trouble is you think you have time. A lot of people think they have time. You got to remind yourself right now, you're in the training room. This is training day. Every single day is training day. And you have to always remind yourself that every single day you want to make sure you're training, you're practicing. Because this is how you manifest. You manifest by doing it every single day. Doing it every single day, being committed, being consistent, and never stopping. So action is huge with manifestation because the more you act, the more you attract. But once again, all of that has to be tied into your core frequency. See, one of the biggest manifestation, we can talk about this because this is a whole new topic. One of the biggest manifestation secrets that people don't tell us is that it's not about manifesting what you want. It's about knowing who you are, because you're not going to manifest what's not for you. Let me repeat that. You cannot manifest something that's not meant for you. Let me repeat it one more time. You cannot manifest something that's not meant for you. One more time. You cannot manifest something that's not meant for you. You see, not a leaf falls from a tree without the universe's permission. Everything that you want to manifest has to be in alignment with all the things that are meant for you in this incarnation. When you remind yourself you're just a spirit being having a finite existence, and you have to realize that there are certain things which are meant for you from the universe, from God, those things are all to do with your manifestation. But you can't manifest something that's not meant for you. And this is why a lot of people are stuck with manifestation, because they want something that's not even meant for them. I don't want anything that's not meant for me. I only invite manifestations which are meant for me and are in alignment with my true core frequency. And that's a secret to manifestation. So always remind yourself, be careful what you wish for, because some things aren't meant for you. Sometimes what you think you want is not what you actually need. And you have to know what your core frequency is. You have to know what is truly meant for you. You have to know everything that's tied into your manifestation. not her manifestation, not his manifestation. Each and every one of us has a different manifestation that we're here to materialize into the physical realm. And what happens is that a lot of people see other people, they're like, hey, I want that lifestyle. I want that lifestyle. But that lifestyle is not even meant for you. It's going to be hazardous to your health. And that's why manifestation is all about focusing on yourself. Manifestation is all about focusing on yourself. Once again, there were people who were envious of people in the Pacific Palisades. That whole place caught on fire. People lost homes. Communities burnt up. So you have to be careful of who you envy, because like I told you, it's not about looking at what other people have. It's about knowing what is meant for you. Let me say a big shout out to Quantum Dynamic 8 in the house. You're most definitely, let me give you a round of applause for supporting the show. Deep Divers, hit that like button, share the video. Hit that like button, share the video. It feels so good to be back. We never left. Right, so Quantum Dynamic 8, shout out to you. How did you get over your ex when you have tried and cannot in 7 years and no divine masculine has come around either? At this point, I am angry. He's coming back. LOL, shout out to you. And Deep Divers, this is your chance to, just like Quantum Dynamic 8, leave a message that will be featured. So how to get over an ex when you have tried and cannot in 7 years. You got to remind yourself that anytime you can't get over someone, it's because you're still attached to them energetically. And you have to remind yourself that you care. And you have to surrender to that. Say, okay, I care. You see, most people, we forget. If you can't forget someone, it means that you're tied to them energetically, but also it's about realizing you have to let go. You know, most people believe they own other people. This is where they get stuck. They reach all kind of obstacles. And you have to remind yourself, nobody owns anybody. We buy cars, iPhones, and Louis Vuitton bags. This is the reason why a lot of people think they own someone else. When they realize actually they don't, the rude awakening sets in. So you have to remind yourself that actually whatever's truly meant to be with you will always gravitate back towards you. Fantastic question. So, manifestation, Deep Divers, is all about realizing once again that it is about gratitude, ultimately. Because without gratitude, there can never be a manifestation. It's about realizing as well, manifestation happens with the right team around you, the right people around you, the right environment around you. Manifestation is not about material possessions. Let me repeat that. Manifestation has nothing to do with material possessions. It's about being comfortable, satisfied in your own skin with who you've become as a human being. There are a lot of people who are empty in mansions. There are a lot of people who have millions of dollars. They're depressed, sad, lonely. I've been around people like that. I've counseled people like that. Manifestation, we're talking about you going to the next level of knowing who you are, Manifestation, we're talking about you having something more precious than diamonds, rubies, or sapphires, or gold. Manifestation means you are now the architect of your own reality. And nothing is going to stop you. Nobody is going to stop you. Because everything is coming into alignment for you. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. So, deep divers, manifestation, so much to talk about. Ask yourself today, am I speaking what I want into existence? Ask yourself today, am I focusing on what I want? Ask yourself, am I clout chasing? Am I doing things just for attention? Or am I leaving a legacy behind? You see, manifestation, this hack is huge. I got videos from 2016 people are still watching. I got music videos, 432 hertz, 6 million views. People are still listening to it every single day. Because you see, I was able to think long term. I'm not creating just for today. I'm creating for the next 1,000 years. That's a slow motion. So it's not just about doing something that's here today, gone tomorrow. If you've noticed, I'm not talking about current events every single day. I talk about the big events which are happening. I touch on them, then I move on, because those things are going to be here today, gone tomorrow. But the real information that can help you become your greatest version, this is the information people are always going to be coming back to. That's the reason why this channel has over 2 million subscribers, because it's a resource. Think of it like a library. People come, then they go, they come, they go. There are people who create content for clout and attention, but they have no community because people know it's fast food. And when we talk of manifestation, you can have the soul food, the grandma's cooking, or you can have the fast food. And you have to ask yourself, what do I want to create in life? Do I want to be a fast food kind of person? Or do I want to be a soul food kind of person? Once again, most people eat fast food. In the Matrix, 90%, over 80%. But down the road, they're going to have problems. At the moment, everything is good. It seems fine, but wait till 10 years. Are they still going to be around? Got to remind yourself, I've been here over 10 years and I'm still looking 18. The reason why is because I was able to tap into the secret of manifestation. That soul food, deep divers, that soul food. So part of manifestation is about realizing it's not about just doing what everyone else is doing. It's about being the anomaly. How can I be different to make a difference? This will help me manifest. Many people are trying to copy someone else. That's already been done. How can I bring something new to the table? How can I be different to make a difference? This is what's going to take you to the next level. You got to be totally different from everyone else, and you're going to be in a league of your own. You got to be totally different from everyone else, and you are going to be running your own race. You got to be totally different from everyone else, that you're going to have no competition. The only competition you're going to have is yourself. I'm only in competition with myself, deep divers. I've got no competition. Because nobody is like me. You won't find them. You want to be that kind of person where you don't even compete with other people. Because you're only in competition with yourself. This is how you manifest. Because if you're competing with someone else, you're not focusing on who you're becoming, on who you have to be. And that's why I always say, keep a tunnel vision and focus on yourself, because it's so easy to get distracted out here. It's so easy to get taken off your square. Because if you're always looking at what someone else is doing, you're going to lose sight of what you already have. If you're always looking at someone else's fence, you're going to lose sight and what's in your own garden. So manifestation is all about that, you know. And like I told you, we're in a time right now where a lot is happening. We're also in a time right now where manifestation has to be the primary focus of your life. What is it I want to manifest? What kind of doors do I want to unlock? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? You got so many people who are, once again, they're focusing on news stories which have nothing to do with them. And a lot of people have a lot, because I always do it, Deep Divers. I put out stories. I make videos on just trending topics in the Matrix. And I look at the comment section, and I do it because a lot of people are focused on that when they should be focused on themselves. And that's the reason why it always amazes me. Because I just throw out the bait and see where people's minds are at. And there are people who are all about elevation, and there are people who are still addicted to the drama. So this is the duality that we're faced with. But manifestation is about realizing elevation requires separation. And it's huge when that secret taps into you, when that secret seeps into you. Elevation requires separation. And you can only go to that next level when you choose to separate yourself from anything that's not helping you evolve to the next level. And that's what manifestation is all about. Have you noticed, Deep Divers, Infinite Waters doesn't get caught up in beef, no drama, no making videos about other people tearing them down. Yet he's got a YouTube Gold Award. You got to ask yourself these questions. How is that possible? It's never been done before. Because I tapped into the secret of manifestation. So I'm proof that it's possible. I'm doing it, and I'm only getting started. You don't have to attack people to go viral. You don't have to sensationalize things just to get known. You can be yourself and still win. You can be yourself unapologetically and still win. And you got to remind yourself, the people who are really manifesting are the people who can be themselves and still be on that next level. So every single day, remind yourself of that. There are people like Ralph Smart and other people who are just being themselves, and we're still winning. No beef, no drama. Because you see, it's so easy in these YouTube spaces and social media spaces to get caught up in bickering, going back and forth. What does that do? Nothing. Wasting time. Foolish. And that's the reason why the people who are manifesting, they don't have time for that nonsense. They don't have time to start beef. Because if it's not helping us evolve, it's a distraction. If it's not helping us evolve, it's a distraction. So that's the reason why, even when I talk about a mainstream topic, I only talk about something that's going to even help us at the same time. It's going to help us become our greatest version. When I cover a story that's happening, I always link it in to how we can become our greatest versions. I'm not just here to idly talk about someone I don't even know. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm here to use that story so we can help ourselves learn from that story to become our greatest versions. Right? That was what. So That's what we're here to do, right? So, like I told you, deep divers, the manifestation is just beginning. Remind yourself that part of manifestation, like I said, is about the mindscapes we're creating. Many people are focused on doom and gloom, and this is what they're creating collectively. And we want to remind ourselves to spread as much light on the world as possible, especially in these times where big things are happening. You are here to create a whole new world. You are here to create a whole new reality. But to manifest, you got to place yourself in the right environment. You got to be around the right energy, right? So, deep divers, Feel Alive 2, Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart, now available on EPUB and Kindle at ralphsmart.com/thebook. Make sure you click the link down below, get a copy, enjoy it. And shout out to all the members on this channel. I put out a food video. Shout out to all the members. If you haven't become a member on YouTube, become a member on YouTube. And also join the patreon.com/ralphsmart at ralphsmart.com/thebook. ralphsmart.com. Join the Patreon at patreon.com/ralphsmart. And get the book Feel Alive 2 at ralphsmart.com/thebook. Okay, deep divers, like I said, keep raising the frequency. It's wonderful to dive deep. And thank you to everyone who supported the show today. You're most definitely appreciated. Let's continue to raise the frequency. Let's continue to dive deeper. This is just the beginning. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude, deep divers. One love. Peace. Before you do anything, deep divers, announcement. Feel Alive 2, Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart is now available on EPUB, ebook, and Kindle. Coming soon to Amazon in paperback and hardback, but go and get yourself an early copy, deep divers, okay? ralphsmart.com/thebook. Click the link down below. You're gonna love it. 10 years in the making, 500 pages, everything you need to know about becoming your greatest version. It's a guide to becoming your greatest version. We're talking about the 3D, 5D split, relationships, what to eat. We're doing the shadow work. It's gonna help you go to that next level of greatness. Deep divers, you're gonna love it. Click the link down below and get an early copy. Peace.